Hello everybody, this is Norm with Two Guys Farming. How you doing? We're back on Michigan map. This is our farmer's journal, and this is entry, I have no idea. I know I should probably, obviously my prep is not great. This is entry number 18, of course, yeah, sorry. Anyway. So we're here back on Michigan. I know some of you have been asking for more Michigan entries, and don't you worry, there will be plenty to come. This is an awesome map. This and Cheltenham Extended. I would debate anyone as to, those two maps being number 1 and 2, and, take your pick. But I would put these two maps up against anything else. So anyway, we're here. Whoops. And if you caught, well, actually, no, you haven't caught the last episode because I haven't edited that one. But anyway, what I have since done, after having some massive problems with my Pottinger rear cutter, I went ahead and I bought a beautiful Massey Ferguson. So this is Bullet Bill's mod pack, and this is my first time using it. It looks really cool. Essentially, I bought it because, one, I've been really curious to take a look at these and try them out. And two, I wanted to buy a tractor that would be dedicated to cutting grass. Because if you've used this Pottinger rear cutter, it has massive problems when you detach it. It falls over, and it's just really difficult to get back upright. So instead of, trying to detach it against a wall so that it would lean against the wall and not fold over and having to deal with all that nonsense, I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy a dedicated tractor. I'm going to keep it attached, and that's that. So that's what we've done. We've got our JCB telehandler, so we're going to move both of these to the Southeast BGA facility because that's where we have our other two tractors, our Fendt and our John Deere, and we're going to go ahead and get our grass cutting operation started. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get our never-ending potato harvest going here. We're actually, it looks like we're kind of making progress. So this is our New Holland that's emptying the Grimme. So let's just go ahead and get this guy going. 45. I don't know why, but I've just never saved this east. I have it memorized because I do it every time. I don't know why I don't just save the dang thing like I save all my other ones. Okay, so he's full, so we need to request our driver, and our driver is our New Holland. So let's get these guys paired up. And there he goes. Okay, so he's going to go empty the Grimme, which is off in the distance there. And he's going to offload that into our Kenworth. So let's go ahead and get him fired up. One of my favorite trucks, by the way. Really like this. It's got just it's really cool. What do I want to do? I want to Okay, so we're gonna drive the course. We're gonna manually do our covers, and he's now just gonna wait for our New Holland. Yeah, so they're crossing swords. I know that looks awful, but it actually doesn't get in the way of it offloading. So, anywho. Okay, and then here we have our John Deere and Fendt. They're at the Southeast BGA facility, and we have our Bratner, our Overloader, our Auger wagon, our forage wagon, our windrower, our tedder. We got everything here that we use to cut grass. So let's go ahead and fire up our Peterbilt. And we're going to want to raise the supports on the trailer. Oh, that was weird. Why is the Pottinger... Oh, interesting. It is attached, but it's just lowered. That's really bizarre. Okay. Hopefully that's not an issue. Alright, so we're going to drive these two down to the BGA. Okay. No traffic. And I gotta remember what side of the road I'm on. I believe this is the correct side. So basically today we're looking at cutting some grass, getting some chaff, filling our silage bunker. It's the second to last remaining ingredient that we need for our animals, silage. We have plenty of straw and hay bales for the TMR mixture. Now we just need some silage. We have plenty of potatoes to feed the animals, and yeah, so we're in good shape. Like I said, the only thing we're missing is chaff to make silage and also wheat. But we've just planted 2 wheat fields, 51 and 25. So that will give us plenty of wheat to feed to the animals as well. So after the next harvest, we should be in good shape. We should have enough, plenty of wheat, and also enough silage to use to make TMR. So once we've completed that, then we will go ahead and get our animals purchased and start fattening up some beef and cattle and pigs. So let's just what do we want to do? We're just gonna pull over here and unload these guys. Well, I guess we can pull in. And the reason the JCB, which is normally parked here, I use that to upright the Pottinger. So we're gonna unlock the load. Interesting. Great demand for straw. Interesting. I have straw. Okay, but first let's lower our supports. Let's lower the ramp. Let's move the ramp. And we're good. Alright, so we'll hop in our JCB first. We're going to check the price on that straw because we did take a financial hit in buying this Massey Ferguson tractor. So let's Okay. So we'll just park this guy here for now. Okay. And we want to hop in. This is my first time driving this thing, basically. I mean, I drove it onto the trail and that was it. So it looks like it has IC. Yep. Haven't even checked any of that out. Oh, so we got, you know, doors. Very cool. Bullet Bill is a very good modder. Also phenomenal maps. He's making a map right now. I believe it's called West Coast. I could be wrong. Just, you know, solid, high quality, great looking tractor. I haven't used it, but my expectations are that this is going to be... Whoop. I didn't add my ramps over the wheels there. I could have. That would have prevented that. Okay, so now we're going to drive. New Holland is slipping. Let me check on him real quick, guys. No, he's okay now. Oh, there he goes. Okay. So... actually, let's get our oh, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so we have to overload that, and now we want to get on our front mower. And what I normally would do is I would back this up right in here, and I would detach the rear mower, and it would lean against this wall on the left. But unfortunately, it didn't, and it fell to the right. I tried to right it. I couldn't. It was a nightmare. Okay, so let's go ahead and shut that off. So what are we going to do now? We're going to use the deer. Let me just, I now have to send this New Holland on his way. Like so. Which is good because the Grimme is full again. So, Kenworth, another full load of potatoes. Good. Okay. So, let's see. What, we're going to move our Massey up here with the deer and the Fendt. So let's go ahead and we'll separate those there. So we're gonna hook up, we're gonna use the Fendt and attach it to the Fliegl Overloader, which is in the middle there, the yellow one. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, let me just, there we go. Yeah, this is a very cool mod. You can raise and lower your seat. Middle mouse wheel button, really cool. It's a little funky with courseplay. A lot funky with courseplay, actually. Okay, so we get him, and then on the deer, we're gonna use let's see. Oh, we gotta change our gear selection. Am I gonna fit through here? I think so. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna use the deer with the Bratner. So we're might as well go ahead and drive him over first. Now the one thing I'm a little don't know if concerned is the right word, but this grass hasn't fully grown back. It's been some time since I cut it though, so that's a little... Wow, it hasn't grown back yet. Okay, not a big deal because we can do this right here, and then these. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and actually let me check that straw price. Let's see, straw. I mean, how much could straw be going for? Where is straw? Is it down? Huh. Straw. Where are you, straw? Grass, hay, straw. Alright, so let's try this. See if it will tell us. Compost. Okay. So the compost is... I've never made compost. I think you make compost from... So let's see if there's... Let's find compost. Red cabbage, oat, silage. Let me just do it this way to see if I can find, you know, it will say green now next to the price. No, nothing. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that yet. What I am going to do is... So normally I set up right over here, right? So let's just go into course play, Southeast BGA. Actually 36. Okay, so this is the course play. Let's see if we show all, if we can pick it up. So I guess what I will... Okay, so there's the course there. Okay, so this is his... start point right over here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, so here's his start point. Okay. Wrong tool. Oops. I think this is the one we want. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to drive the course, no sweat. Okay, so now let's hop in. You know what? Might as well do a follow me. Try and do this quick because we're going to run into that John Deere, of course. Okay. I know this is, you know, some people think this... Oh, here comes the deer. Let's try and get out of his way. Come on, Massey. Come on, Fent. Oh, it's going to be close. Nice. Okay. You know, some people like, geez, that's a lot of work. You know, why don't you just go buy whatever, you know, a Crone Beastmaster pack and just, yeah, which is cool. And I probably will at some point when I have the money. But for right now, I like this setup. I really like this Pottinger, even though it drives me crazy with the detaching and attaching. I really like this grass cutter. And I like this Fliegl Overloader. I think it's really cool. Alright, so we're just going to park this right here because there's the grass that we're going to be cutting. So let's hop in our fence. And now we got to go back to a Peterbilt because I think he's in the John Deere's way. But before we do that, let's just get everything. We should be able to get out of the way in here. Yep. Okay. So that's where he's going to be dropping his chaff. That's fine. So what we should probably do is... Okay, so when the John Deere gets back, then that will tell us where to set up the Fliegl. So in the meantime, while they're doing that, we're just going to empty this last little bit of silage. Perfect. And we should have a decent amount of... we should have a decent amount of slurry. So let's just stop him there for now. And he's looking good. Okay, so now the Fendt. So there's the John Deere, and he should be at the stop. So now we want him to go to the start, and then this will now allow us to set up the Fliegl. Oh, no, no, sir. No, not yet. Not yet. We want him to stop at the start. It should. Okay. Now, so we're going to unfold this. And, well, maybe, I guess we can get it in position a little bit closer before we do that. So basically, if, you know, I've done this before in this Farmer's Journal for Michigan. So essentially, what we do here, alright, let's try that now. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now that we have turn on, so we're going to turn it on. We're going to have to, actually, we're not going to turn it on because we need to get some grass cut first. So this is how this works. New Holland, uh-oh, hold on. Okay, so he's going to empty. I'll need to come back to him in just a minute. But before I do that, me also shut off my deer, because it's going to be a while before I have any grass for those guys, because obviously I have to cut it, and then I have to pick it all up. So let's go ahead and unfold, lower, turn on, and we need to select X for all, and now we're going to unfold all, and then once it's unfolded we will lower it and turn on, and we're off. Okay, and this is why I love this grass cutter, because it's awesome. Basically, you can drive at a fast with it, and it's a great mod, except for the fact, I mean, look at it, it's detail wise it's superb, so really nice setup. So what we're going to do is we're going to just basically cut all this grass. But first, we have to... Okay, well, he's not ready yet. He's making his way. And then, yeah, so we're going to cut all this grass, and then we're going to use our forage wagon that's at the BGA facility over there. And we'll pick up all this grass, and then we'll drop it into the Fliegl. And then the Fliegl will unload it into the deer with the Bratner trailer. And then the deer will automatically just unload the Fliegl. So I'll just have to pick up the grass and drop it in the Fliegl. So that will be that. Let's get our New Holland overloaded. Okay, very good. I've done a lot of research on this grass cutter, and from what I can tell, it's a very accurate model. Very accurate model. And the only thing that I was a little bit skeptical about was the speed that the tractor drives while cutting. And although I couldn't find anything that said you could drive at X amount of kilometers cutting grass, they did say that this cut more grass per hour than anything out there. So, yeah. So it's a very realistic mod, just except for the fact that it tips over, which drives me insane. I've tried to find the mod maker. I can't. I've looked to see if there's an updated version. I don't think there is. So it is what it is. Let me get the New Holland and send him on his way. Okay, and there's some leftover grass. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it will put it in this new swath. So, as you can see, this thing is very efficient. Extremely efficient. And it looks great. You know, both being red. Awesome. You know, definitely into, you know, trying to match things up color-wise. You know, just kind of make it look cool. And this definitely looks cool. So you can see how quickly we can get grass cut. So This is good. We'll go down these little side areas there. Once we're done with this. I'll stay on the outside, that way there. Make sure I get my path right. What else? I think this is, you know, obviously we're still harvesting that potato field on 45, which is great. We should be done with that soon. And once we are done with that, we're going to go ahead. We already have our deer there with the cultivator. So we'll finish cultivating that. And then we're going to plant that. Not sure what we're going to plant on there yet. But we'll take a look at it. Looks like we'll have half a row here, not even. That's okay. What we'll do is we'll turn left up here. Very cool looking swath. Stevie, who is the map maker, you know, he has a very distinct style, especially when it comes to swaths, that I really like. You know, they're very pronounced, they're big. Yeah, I like them. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight here. And we'll go up and down, and then when we're done with that, we'll go up and down that row there. And look at these hay bales. I never picked those up from before. Ooh, this might work out perfect. 2 rows, get the whole thing, nice. Might have a little on the edge, but that's okay. If anyone has an alternative grass cutter that they use that they really like, let me know. The other thing is, what's great about this is it has the collector, which are those little arms on the back. You can see it says collector there. And those are basically 2 belts that take the cut grass and move it towards the middle. So hence creating the swath. I don't know that I was able to find anything out there that has that capability. That's real. I know there are some that create the swath, but there's no mechanism on the actual grass cutter. It's just they alter the script or however you do that so that it creates a swath, but it's not realistic because the grass cutter they use doesn't have that capability. So I'm looking for something that's realistic that has that capability. So if you guys know of anything out there, let me know. Ooh, then we can also do this end piece here. So, I mean, you can see how great this is. I mean, we've just making great time. This is a 158 horsepower tractor. This grass cutter requires 150, and it is handling it fine. Okay, so we're done there. so we did there and there. So now we want to do this and that and probably that. Might as well. So I think we're sitting right here, I think, right now. So we're going to turn up that way. Yeah. So we'll turn up this way. Get this little edge here. And I guess we'll go down and then up. Actually, no, we're just gonna go this way. Because this, I think, will give us 2 rows. Whereas the other one will only give us 1. So we'll follow this down to the end. Really nice looking setup. Look at that. Beautiful. Whoop. And yeah. Try and stay on the road, Norm. Uh-oh. What happened there? Oh, okay. I thought my mouse battery died on me. Yeah, so this will give us probably 3 rows. High grain or high gain, I think that one's called. There's another cell point there. So we'll turn around here. And yeah, we're doing good. We're definitely, we're at a point on this map that we're starting to cook with heat, you know. We're getting very close to getting a good animal operation up and running. And then once we do that, we're gonna probably sell some grains, maybe sorghum or oats, and then buy another field. And then, you know, that will be our next objective after the animals, is to really get the arable stuff going. So just getting some more fields. And I mean, there's a lot of them here, and they're huge fields and they're expensive, so we're gonna need a lot of cash. A lot of cash. Some of these fields are $1 million+ bucks, so yeah. And yeah, I mean, this map is gonna keep me going for a long time. Definitely for a long time. Okay, New Holland. What's he doing? He's... Come on, buddy. Yeah, it's weird. The ground is a little uneven around here. Of course, it's right where I want to have him offload too, right? So if you... Oh, this is craziness right here. I mean, this is a track. This should not be happening. I'm wondering, one, if it's the size of the load he's pulling. I have that volume fill mod in here. I don't know. Maybe it's that. It's supposed to make it more realistic. I'm not sure. But that's okay. He's unloading and we're making money. Alright guys, I think I'll call this an episode. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we're going to continue, cut some grass, and then we'll go ahead and pick that up, and hopefully we'll finish harvesting this potato field. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.